welcome to the Chandigarh cluster final of the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2021. The Cycle brand takes great pride in India's heritage and culture and has centered the company's mission and vision around the same. Hence, the Cycle brand has conceptualized the Cycle Heritage Quiz with a view to enlighten young minds on the 5,000-year-old heritage of our nation. The Cycle Heritage Quiz is an all-India level quiz competition that celebrates India's rich culture and heritage, with participants spanning the length and breadth of the nation. Yes, I mean length and breadth of the nation. We have had participants from Lakshadweep, we've had participants from Arunachal Pradesh, we've had participants from Kashmir, we've had participants from Kanyakumari, all attempt the preliminary rounds of this quiz, where we have got around 30,000 registrations. Through this quiz, participants get a chance to showcase their knowledge and passion for India's heritage. As we know, we are still dealing with effects of the global pandemic. Hence, the Cycle Heritage Quiz is being held in a special online format. In this quiz, we have divided India into 18 different clusters. After a grueling preliminary stage, where participants took part in 4 rounds with questions on the heritage of our nation, along with special focus rounds on the heritage of their region, we have our 6 finalists from each cluster. Now we have the finals for the Chandigarh cluster, where students from across Punjab, Haryana, and Himachal Pradesh have taken part. So let us meet our 6 participants. Participant number 1 is Anushka Khanderwal, and she's from Aisha School. Hi, Anushka.
Hi, sir.
So, Anushka, tell me, you must have traveled a bit. So, which is your favorite Indian heritage location?
Sir, I would say Jaipur.
Jaipur, okay. And what attracts you to Jaipur?
Sir, there is a city palace there, and I saw like a king's clothes, which was really big. Like it can cover 2 glass shelves clearly. And
Yeah,
they sell keychains, and I really like that. And all the Hawa Mahal and sceneries is great there.
wonderful. And I'm sure you'll get a lot of questions on interesting monuments in today's quiz. So, all the very best, Anushka.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have from the Aisha School, Faridabad, we have Gitanshi Yadav. Welcome, Gitanshi.
Hi, sir.
And Gitanshi, tell us how was your experience in participating in the preliminary rounds of the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
So it was very well, and I learned more and more things with that quiz. Some questions I didn't know, but I learned about them.
Wonderful. And all the very best, Gitanshi. I'm sure in this quiz also you will learn a lot. Next,
Thank
we
you,
have
sir.
Anmol Singh from the Aisha School, Faridabad. Hello, Anmol.
Hello, sir.
So, Anmol, tell us, feeling confident about your chances today?
No, sir.
And how did you prepare for this quiz? Any special preparation?
Actually, I didn't do any special preparation. I just went on the Google and mainly I did the sequence of what all happened in the sacred books, and I read the main what are the sacred books about, and
Okay.
main characters of our Mahabharata and Ramayana. That's all.
Great. So hope that will help you in today's quiz. All the very best, Anmol. Next,
Thank
we
you, sir.
have from the Delhi Public School, Chandigarh, we have Aditya Gopal. Welcome, Aditya.
Hello, sir.
And Aditya, my question to you, like I asked Anushka, is what is your favorite heritage location in India?
So I would say Goa because there are a lot of beaches there, and also like they have been maintained from very long time.
Okay.
And also there are a lot of like the houses and all that there are like come from very back.
Very interesting. That's an interesting choice of heritage location. Goa Goa, of course, has its own heritage and culture. So fantastic choice, Aditya. All the very best. And next we have Jia Gupta, also from the Aisha School, Faridabad. Welcome, Jia.
Hello, sir.
And Jia, tell us, is there any Indian from history who inspires you?
Yes, sir. I would say Ramji, he did so many things.
Okay, wonderful. So Ramji inspires you. Well done. And Jia, all the very best. You have done very well to come this far, and
Thank you,
wish
sir.
that you do really well in today's cluster final lesson. Next, we have Bisman Singh from the Springdale Senior School, Amritsar. Hello, Bisman.
Yes, sir.
And Bisman, feeling confident and good about your chances today?
Yes.
Great. So Bisman, need you to be a bit more louder and more expressive. So all the best, Bisman, and hope you do really well today. And those were your 6 participants who will compete in the Chandigarh cluster final. So welcome everyone now to the Chandigarh cluster final of Cycle Heritage Quiz 2021. And we are ready to go with our first round, which is called Laksha Bheda. So in round 1, Laksha Bheda, let's take a look at the rules. So 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. Each question has 4 options. Each participant gets 3 attempts, plus 15 if you get the correct answer in first attempt, plus 10 if you get the correct answer in third attempt, and plus 5 if you get the correct answer on your third and final attempt. Now we are ready to start with the first question for our first participant, that is Anushka. Anushka, your question coming up on screen now. Which of these jails in North India has been converted into a museum and is maintained by the engineering wing of the Indian Army? Is it A, Srinagar Central Jail? Is it B, Model Central Jail, Shimla? Is it C, Tihar Jail? Or is it D, Tadshai Central Jail?
I would guess option A, Srinagar Central Jail.
Okay, option A, Srinagar Central Jail. Let's click on that. Sorry, that's wrong. Your next guess.
Sir, option C, Tihar Jail.
Okay, let's click on Tihar Jail. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer.
Sir, option B, Model Central Jail in Shimla.
Okay, let's click on Model Central Jail in Shimla. I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. So you don't get any points in this round. The correct answer is the Tadshai Central Jail near Solan in Himachal Pradesh. So we will cover obviously questions about the heritage of our nation in general, but also on our 3 focus states. This was a question from Himachal Pradesh, Tadshai Central Jail, a very, very interesting jail museum where even Mahatma Gandhi spent almost a year. So very, very interesting place to visit. Please do visit if you get the time. We'll move on to our next participant, that is Gitanshi. Gitanshi, your question coming up on screen now. Which legendary cricketer famously told Dhyan Chand, "You score goals like runs in cricket"? Is it A, Donald Bradman? Is it B, Victor Trumper? Is it C, Jack Hobbs? Is it D, Fazal Mahmood?
So I would like to go with option number C, Jack Hobbs.
Okay, let's click on option number C, Jack Hobbs. Legendary batsman, but the wrong answer.
So the B option, Victor Trumper.
Okay, let's click on B, Victor Trumper. That's also the wrong answer. Your last attempt.
So option number D, Fazal Muhammad.
Okay, let's click on option number D, Fazal Mahmood. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. It's the legendary greatest batsman of all time, Donald Bradman, who famously told Dhyan Chand, "You score goals like runs in cricket," because he used to score something like 7, 8, 9, 10 goals in a match. So it was Sir Donald Bradman. No points so far on the Chandigarh cluster final. Next, we will move on to the question for Anmol. Anmol, your question coming up on screen now. The tomb of Ibrahim Khan was built between 1538 to 1545 AD in Narnaul in Haryana. Who built this tomb in memory of its grandfather? Is it A, Humayun? Is it B, Sher Shah Suri? Is it C, Ibrahim Lodi? Is it D, Muhammad Adil Shah?
So I would go with the option number C, Ibrahim Lodi.
Okay, let's click on option number C, Ibrahim Lodi. Obvious yes, but wrong. The next try.
Option number D, Muhammad Adil Shah.
Okay, let's click on option number D, Muhammad Adil Shah. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. Let's try.
So option number B, Shersha Suri.
Okay, let's click on option number B, Shersha Suri. And that is right. Well done. You get 5 points. Ibrahim Khan's full name was Ibrahim Khan Sur. So it was built by Shersha Suri in memory of his grandfather, Ibrahim Khan Sur, and it was located in Narnaul in Haryana. So Anmol, you get up the mark with 5 points. And next we'll have a question for Aditya. Aditya, your question is coming up on screen now. The Anushasana Parva of the Mahabharata, or the Book of Instructions, features a dialogue between Yudhishthira and which of these characters who also dies during this Parva? Is it A, Kripacharya? Is it B, Dronacharya? Is it C, Bhishma? Or is it D, Vidura?
So I would go with option B, Dronacharya.
Okay, let's click on option B, Dronacharya. Sorry, that's the wrong answer. So Aditya, what's your next guess?
Option C, Bhishma.
Okay, let's click on option C, Bhishma. Is the right answer. Well done. Bhishma, of course, did not pass away during the battle of Kurukshetra because he said that he would only depart for his heavenly abode when he knows that the future of Hastinapur was secure. Bhishma, of course, laid down his arms when he saw Shikhandi during the Bhishma Parva of the Mahabharata, but he did not die. He was on that bed of arrows and he stayed there till the end of the Kurukshetra war. And then when finally the Pandavas attained victory, he instructed Yudhishthira on how to proceed with ruling the kingdom and gave him immense knowledge and wisdom. So this is indeed Bhishma. Dronacharya passed away during the Drona Parva. He was of course killed by Dhrishtadumna. So of course 10 points to you, Aditya. Well done. And we will move on to the next question. And the next question is for Jia. Jia, here's a question coming up on screen now. The international airport serving Amritsar is named after the dash Sikh Guru. Fill in the blanks. Is it the first Sikh Guru? Is it the second Sikh Guru? Is it the third Sikh Guru? Or is it the fourth Sikh Guru?
So option B, second.
Okay, let's click on option B, second. Sorry, that's the wrong answer.
Option C.
Okay, let's click on option C, third. That's also wrong. Your last try.
Sure, option A.
Okay, let's click on option A first. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. This is the Guru Ramdas Ji Airport, which is in Amritsar, and he's the fourth Sikh Guru. First Sikh Guru, of course, was Guru Nanak. The airport is not named after him. So it's Guru Ramdas Ji, it's the fourth Sikh Guru. So no points for you, Jia. But again, for those who have not scored in this round, lots more questions to go, lots more rounds to come. Last but not the least, we have a question for Bisman. Bisman, your question is coming up on screen. Satriya, recognized by the Sangeet Natak Academy as one of the classical dance forms of India, is a traditional dance of which state? Is it A, West Bengal? Is it B, Manipur? Is it C, Assam? Or is it D, Odisha?
Yeah, I would like to go with option D, Odisha.
Okay, let's click on option D, Odisha. Sorry, that's the wrong answer.
Option B, Manipur.
Option B, Manipur. Let's click on option B, Manipur. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. Your last attempt.
Option C, Assam.
Let's click on option C, Assam. And that is the right answer. Assam indeed is correct. You get yourself 5 points. With that, we come to the end of round number 1, Laksha Bheda. Now it's time for round number 2, that is called Jigyasa. So in round number 2, let's take a look at the rules. 1 direct question per participant. This round passes clockwise. Plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. We will move to the first question, and that is for Anushka. Anushka, your direct question is going to come up on stream now. During a war between the Devas and the Rakshasas, the Devas gave their weapons to a sage for safety. One day, with his divine powers, he put all the weapons in his sacred water pot and mixed them in the water and drank it, so that the weapons would be safe. Name the sage from whose bones a powerful weapon was made.
I would like to pass this question.
You are going to pass. Okay, we will pass to Gitanshi. Need an answer.
I would also like to pass.
Okay, you are also passing. We will move next to Anmol.
Sorry, sir, but I don't have any idea.
Okay, you are also passing. Now we will move to Aditya.
So I also have no idea.
Okay, seems like a tough one. Let's move to Jia.
Sir, I too don't know. I would also like to pass.
Okay, passing to Bisman.
I'd like to try Dharma Rishi.
Okay, good try. Good. You should always attempt. There are no negative points. Sorry, but that's the wrong answer. This is the sage Dadhichi, from whose bones the legendary weapon Vajra of Indra was made, which was made to kill Vritasura. So no points for anyone in this question. The next direct one is for Gitanshi. Gitanshi, your question is coming up now. In the middle of the 18th century AD, this school of painting grew under the patronage of Raja Govardhan Chand. He gave asylum to refugee artists trained in the Mughal style of painting. The artists adopted themes from the love poetry of Jayadeva Bihari and Keshav Das, who wrote about the love of Radha and Krishna. Thus, what school of painting was born? Or what style of painting? Any of them?
So I don't have any idea about that.
Okay, we'll have to pass to Anmol.
I
Yes.
would too like to pass.
Okay, Anmol also passing. Passing to Aditya.
Sir, I also want to pass.
Okay, Aditya also passing. Just to attempt though, but let's move to Jia.
Sir, I would guess
Yes, go
Madhubani.
for it. Madhubani. Okay, good guess, but it's not Madhubani. Good try. Let's pass to Bisman.
Sir, Kangra and Chambal School.
Kangra is all I wanted. Kangra School of Painting is right. Well done, Bisman.
It's in
10
Himachal
points.
Pradesh.
Yeah, Kangra. Kangra is all I wanted.
Yeah, sir.
Kangra is the first answer you gave. So Kangra is correct. Well done. 10 points to you. Kangra in Himachal Pradesh is what I wanted. So 10 points to you. This is the Kangra School of Painting. I'll always take the first answer that comes out of your mouth. So 10 points for answering Kangra. Well done, Bisman. 10 points to you. And the next question is a direct one for Anmol. Anmol, here is your question on screen now. Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay was born in Hazaribagh, Jharkhand, passed away at the age of 50 in 1981, a dejected and rejected man. He studied at the Calcutta National Medical College and pursued higher studies in University of Edinburgh. He is known for successfully delivering Kanupriya Agarwal, who holds what first in India's medical history?
I would like to pass.
Okay, Anmol also passing, or Anmol passing this one. Let's move to Aditya.
Sir, I would pass.
Okay, moving on to Jia.
Sir, I would also pass.
Okay, passing on to Bispan.
The first surgery in India.
First surgery in India, not first surgery in India. It's a nice try. Let's pass on to Anushka.
But I also don't know the answer.
Okay, let's move on to Gitanshi.
Sir, I also don't know.
Okay, I wish you would have tried though, but this is India's first ever IVF or test tube baby. This is India's first ever test tube baby. Kanupriya Agarwal, remarkable story, but a very sad story also of Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay, who passed away quite early, and unfortunately, he felt that his work wasn't recognized enough. So Subhash Mukhopadhyay delivered India's first test tube baby, and her name was Kanupriya Agarwal. No points for anyone on this question. And the next direct question is for Aditya. Aditya, your question coming up on screen now. This legendary sports person was named Hawase was a two-time Asian Games gold medalist. He helped found a boxing academy that produced many Olympians. The city where this academy is located is also known as Little Cuba due to its success in boxing. So name this city.
Sir, I'd like to pass.
Okay, passing. Move to Gia.
Sir, no idea. I would also pass.
Okay, moving on to Bismuth.
Sir, is it in Haryana?
Yeah, but I need the city.
Umarwas.
No. Let's move on to Anushka.
I'm taking a guess for Hisar.
Hisar, good try, but it's not Hisar. Let's move to Gitanshi.
Sir, Meerut.
Not Meerut. Let's pass to Anmol.
Sir, is it Rohtak?
Not Rohtak. Some nice guesses, but this is Bhiwani. Bhiwani Junction is very famous for producing many Olympians, many champion boxers, including Olympic medalists such as Vijender Singh. So Bhiwani has a great contribution to India in terms of boxing, and that's why it's called Little Cuba, because Cuba is known to produce champion boxers at the Olympic level, and Bhiwani is known to produce champion boxers in India. The whole academy was set up by the legendary boxer Hawase, who won Asian Games gold medal in 1966 and 1970. So no points for anyone in this question. Let's move ahead to the next question, and that's a direct one for Gia. Gia, here's your direct. The 12 stone carved wheels of this temple represent the 12 months. The wheels are located at the base of the temple. The spokes of the wheel form the shape of a sundial. The time of the day can be calculated by seeing the shadow cast by the wheels. Name this temple built by the Eastern Ganga dynasty.
Sir, I would pass.
Okay, Gia passing. Let's move to Bismarck.
Sir, Konak Sun Temple.
Konark Sun Temple is indeed correct. The spokes of the wheel, the sundial, the 12 stone carved wheels were enough clues for Bismarck to work out that the answer is indeed the Konark Sun Temple. Very good answer, Bismarck. 10 points to you. And the next direct question is for you. Let's have Bismarck's direct question on screen now. A magical tale revolves around Guru Nanak's stay with a poor farmer Lal. A rich man of the area, Malik Bhago, had also invited him to stay with him, but he chose to stay with Lal. When Bhago demanded an explanation for this, Guru Nanak asked for chapatis from both Lalo and Bhago. Then holding them in either hand, he squeezed the chapatis. Out fell milk from Lalo's chapatis. What is said to have dropped out from Bhago's chapatis? Yes, go ahead, Bismarck.
The blood.
Blood is right, absolutely. The legendary tale of Lalo and Bhago involving Guru Nanak, absolutely correct. Well done, Bisman. I think it turned out to be a really good round for you. So the scores after round number 2 are as follows. Right now, leading with some superb answers is Bisman, who has scored 35 points. Next, we have Aditya on 10 points, Anmol on 5 points, Anushka, Hitanshi, and Gia yet to open their account. They are on 0, but I'm sure they'll open their account and do really well because lots more questions to come, 2 more rounds to go at the Chandigarh final or the Chandigarh cluster final of the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2021. A reminder, the top 2 from the Chandigarh cluster final will qualify for the national quarterfinals. So even though this one might be far ahead, still lots to play for the other contestants. Now we will move ahead to the third round. The third round is called Trishanku. Let's have a look at the rules. So 1 question per participant in this round. It does not pass. 3 clues leading to something or someone. Plus 15 for getting the correct answer in the first attempt. Plus 10 for getting the correct answer in the second attempt. Plus 5 for getting the correct answer in the third attempt. This time we will reverse the order. So we will start with our contestant who is Bisman. Bisman, your first clue is coming up on screen now. This mythological figure was cursed by Rishi Parashuram for deceiving him.
Dronacharya.
Okay. Not Dronacharya. Let's move on to your next clue. He was given the kingdom of Anga, which is basically around Bihar and Bengal, to rule.
Next clue.
Okay, last clue for you. He was killed by his own half brother on the second last day of the battle of Kurukshetra.
Magda.
No, that's the wrong answer. This is the first Karna who was killed by Arjuna. Karna was famously known as Angaraj Kand. So no points for you, Bisman. Let's move ahead to the next question, and the next question is for Jia. Jia, your first clue is coming up on screen. This place is named after a form of goddess Parvati as an adolescent girl child.
Sir, I would like to get the first clue.
Okay, next clue for you. Let's go ahead. One of the major tourist attractions of this place is the statue of the poet Tiruvalluvar that is 41 meters tall and located atop a small island.
Sir, the second clue.
Okay, your last clue. Let's have it on screen. The most or the major tourist attraction for people visiting this place is the Vivekananda Rock Memorial.
Sir, no idea. I don't have any answer for that.
Okay, this is Vivekananda Rock Memorial, famous place located at Kanyakumari. This is Kanyakumari, which I was looking for. The famous rock memorial at Kanyakumari is the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, where you'll also find the Tiruvalluvar statue. So unfortunately, you get no points in this round. We will move ahead to our next contestant, that is Aditya. Aditya, your first clue coming up on screen. This was designed and erected by Ataullah, an architect, and Hanspat Rai, an engineer.
So the next clue.
Okay, let's move ahead to your next clue. This monument was dedicated to the mother of Muhammad Azam Shah and Sultan Muhammad Akbar.
So Taj Mahal.
Not Taj Mahal. Let's move on to your last clue. This monument is also known as Dakhani Taj.
No idea.
Okay, no points for you, Aditya. This is the famous Bibi Ka Maqbara dedicated to the wife of Aurangzeb, and this was in Aurangabad. And if you look up it on the internet, it looks almost the same as the Taj Mahal. So that's why it's called the Dakhani Taj. So no points for you, Aditya. Next, we have a direct question, and that is for Anmol. Anmol, your first clue is going to come up on screen now. This famous ruler is believed to have been succeeded by his grandson Dasharatha in 232 BC.
For the next clue,
Okay, let's move ahead to your next clue. According to the book Mahavamsa, his father Bindusara appointed him as the viceroy of present-day Ujjain.
for the next clue,
Okay, your last and final clue. Let's see that. According to a rock edict of his, this king conquered Kalinga 8 years after ascending to the throne.
so is this Ashoka?
It is Ashoka. Think Kalinga war. Think Ashoka. 5 points for you, Anmol. And those must be a crucial 5 points for you, Anmol. And well done. The answer indeed is Ashoka. We'll move ahead to the next question, and that is going to be for Gitanshi. Gitanshi, your question coming up, and your first clue on screen now. The famous song "Aaj Fir Jeene Ki Tamanna Hai" from the movie Guide was shot at this fort in Rajasthan.
So I need the next clue.
Okay, let's move ahead to your next clue. The Vijay Stambha is an imposing monument located within this fort.
So I need the next clue.
Okay, let's move ahead to your last clue. Alauddin Khilji famously captured this fort from the king Ratna Simha.
Sir, I don't have any idea.
Okay, this is probably the most famous fort in Rajasthan, famously shown in the movie Padmavat, where Alauddin Khilji is shown to be laying siege to the kingdom of Rana Ratan Sen in quest of Queen Padmavati. And this was, of course, Chittorgarh. Let's move ahead to the next question. And next question is for Anushka. So Anushka, your question is coming up now. Your first clue on stream now. This award has been given 21 times. The last time it was awarded was in 1999.
Sir, next clue, please.
Okay, let's move on to the next clue. 4 copies of the Vajra are depicted on the medal along with the national emblem of India.
Sir, next clue.
Okay, your last clue coming up. This award has been given 14 times posthumously. So it's after death. Nirmaljeet Sekhon is the only member of the Indian Air Force to receive this award.
Sir, I would like to guess Paramveer Chakra.
It is Paramveer Chakra. Well done, Anushka. You get 5 points. With that, we come to the end of round number 3. So after round number 3, here are the scores. Bisman still has a healthy lead and he is on 35 points. 25 points behind Bisman are 2 people with Anmol and Aditya both on 10 points. Then we have Anushka on 5 points. Gitanshi and Jia are yet to open their account. We hope they score in the last round. The last round is called Divya Dishti. Let's have a look at the rules. 1 direct question per participant, all based on visuals, passes anti-clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. Once again, I'd like to remind you that the top 2 from the Chandigarh cluster final will qualify for our national quarterfinals. So even though Bisman has a healthy lead now, we still have the second spot to definitely decide. So lots to play for all of you. All of you are still in the running for the second spot. Let's move ahead to the first question of this round. And this question is for Bisman. Let's have a look at your visual. Your question, Bisman, is this is the state animal of which state? This is the official state animal of which state?
Delhi.
Not Delhi. Passing on to Jia.
Sir, Haryana.
Not Haryana. Let's pass on to Aditya.
Andhra Pradesh.
Not Andhra Pradesh. Let's move on to Anmol.
So is it Gujarat?
Not Gujarat. Let's pass to Gitanshi.
So is it Rajasthan?
It is not Rajasthan. Next, let's pass to Anushka.
Punjab.
Not Punjab. This is the alpine musk deer, which is the state animal of Uttarakhand. So no one gets any points for this one. Next, we will move to a direct question for Jia. Jia, your visual coming up on screen. Which city's airport is named after him? Which city's airport is named after him?
Sir, I would pass.
Okay, you're passing. Let's move to Aditya.
Chandigarh.
Not Chandigarh. Let's pass to Anmol.
So is it Pune?
Not Pune. Let's pass to Gitanshi.
Sir, is it Bombay?
Not Bombay. Let's pass to Anushka.
Sir, I have no idea on this.
Okay, let's pass to Bisman.
Hyderabad.
Not Hyderabad. This is the former Prime Minister Chaudhary Charan Singh, after whom the Lucknow airport is named. So it's again no points for anyone. The next direct question is for Aditya. Aditya, your visual coming up on stream now. Okay, Aditya, you have to tell me, where would you find this famous sculpture? Where, as in which monument would you find this famous sculpture, or in which UNESCO World Heritage Site would you find this famous sculpture?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, passing on to Anmol.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, passing on to Gitanshi.
Sir, I don't have any idea.
Okay, passing on to Anushka.
Sir, pass.
Okay, moving on to Bisman.
The rock shelters of Bhimbetka.
Bhimbetka, that's a nice try, but not Bhimbetka. Let's move on to Jia.
Sir, I think like I remember something like Amravati something. I
Not
don't
Amravati,
remember.
that's a good try. These are the Elephanta caves in Maharashtra located on an island of Kharapuri. This is the famous Trimurti statue at the Elephanta caves. So no one gets any points for this one. Next is the direct question coming up for Anmol. Anmol, your direct question coming up on screen now. Okay, my question to you is, which city has a geographical indication tag for this kind of pottery?
So is it Jammu?
Not Jammu, nice try. Let's pass to Gitanshi.
Sir, is it Rajasthan
Which city?
city? Sir, Jaipur.
It is Jaipur. Well done. 10 points to you, Gitanshi. Crucial 10 points. This is Jaipur blue pottery. Absolutely correct, Gitanshi. Very well done. You're back in the hunt. And now the next direct question is for you, Gitanshi. Your visual coming up on screen now. Okay, Gitanshi, my question is, identify the famous hockey player that's shown in the middle of the visual, who's basically receiving the gold medal. And he passed away in 2020. This famous hockey player passed away in 2020. Identify this famous legendary hockey player who's shown at the top of the podium.
Sir, I don't have any idea.
Okay, passing on to Anushka.
Sir, no idea.
Okay, passing on to Bisman.
Sir, Balbir Singh.
Absolutely correct. Well done, Bisman. Very good answer. This is Balbir Singh Senior, who was the captain at the 1956 Olympics and scored a lot of goals in 3 editions of the Olympics, 1948, 52, 56. Absolutely correct. Balbir Singh Senior is indeed correct. So 10 points to you, Bisman. And now we will move on to the last question of this quiz. And that is for Anushka. Anushka, your direct question coming up. Your visual is going to be on screen now. So Anushka, your question is, what day in India is observed on this man's birthday?
Sir, Children's Day?
Not Children's Day. Let's pass on to Bisman.
The National Science Day.
National Science Day. No, not National Science Day. Let's move on to Jia.
Sir, no idea. Pass.
Okay. Let's pass on to Aditya.
National Heritage Day.
National Heritage Day. Nice friend. Let's pass on to Anmol.
So is it National Sanskrit Day?
Not National Sanskrit Day. Interesting, yes. Let's move ahead to Gitanshi.
No, I don't have any idea.
Okay, with that we come to the end of the quiz and this round. The answer is National Education Day. This is Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad's birthday. It's on November 11th, which is celebrated as National Education Day. With that, we come to the end of today's quiz, the Chandigarh Cluster Final. It remains to be seen which two will qualify for the national quarterfinal. So after 4 rounds of a very close Chandigarh Cluster Final at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2021, here are the final scores. Bisman, of course, wins this quiz with 45 points by a comfortable margin. Congratulations, Bisman. You qualified for our national quarterfinal.
Thank you.
In 6th spot today, not her day, but is Jia, but very well done for coming this far. Qualifying for the cluster final is also an achievement, so you don't score any points, but I'm sure we'll see you in future quizzes. On 5 points is Anushka. They were nice answer there, and I'm sure we'll see you also in future quizzes to come. We have a 3-way tie for the 2nd spot between Aditya, Anmol, and Gitanshi. We'll have to play a tiebreaker with all of you to decide who goes through to our national quarterfinal along with Bisman. So the Chandigarh cluster final has come down to a three-way tiebreaker between Aditya, Anmol, and Gitanshi. It remains to be seen who will join Bisman in our national quarterfinals. Let's take a look at the rules of the tiebreaker. So this is sudden death. So one question. Question will be asked by the quiz master. Participants have to answer on Zoom, so private chat. First to answer correctly wins the tiebreaker. All right. So Aditya, Anmol, Gitanshi, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay. Your question is, a picture of the Red Fort is found on the reverse side of which bank note? A picture of the Red Fort is found on the reverse side of which bank note? So you have to tell me the denomination. So basically what value? So we have received an answer from Aditya. Aditya answers 2000. Both Anmol and Gitanshi answered 500. But Gitanshi, as I said, was the first to send in an answer. So winning the tiebreaker and qualifying for our national quarterfinals is Gitanshi. Well done, Gitanshi. Commiserations to Aditya and Anmol. You did well to come this far, but well done, Gitanshi. You joined Bisman in our national quarterfinals.
Thank you, sir.
The Chandigarh cluster final of the Cycle Heritage 2021 was definitely a nerve-wracking one because it came down to a three-way tiebreaker to decide the second spot between Anmol, Aditya, and our eventual second place winner, Gitanshi. But it was Bisman who led from start to finish with a fantastic performance. And so Bisman and Gitanshi were the two qualifiers from the cluster final of Chandigarh to the national quarterfinals. So we'll see Bisman and Gitanshi at the national quarterfinals. A word of appreciation for Anushka and Jia also for coming this far. Very well done. I'm sure we'll see you in future quizzes. And we will see you at the next cluster final of the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2021. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy, stay curious. Goodbye from the entire team of CHQ 2021.